two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Richardson on the bootleg here. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turn it into a short gain.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Richardson to throw. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So the first catch for Jerry Rice, always fun to talk about. His career stats, Charles, they're so good. He leads in so many categories that we can't even get to them all.
Yeah, what do they say? He combines ridiculous statistical supremacy with crazy longevity. How about this? Most receptions, yards, touchdowns, just to name a few of the accolades along the way.
2nd down and 8. Now Richardson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Richardson out of the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll go play action here with Stroud. He dumps this off underneath to Gore. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Stroud. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap to Stroud. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Stroud off the play fake. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. We're scoreless after one. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The throwing again is Stroud. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Jordan. And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Christian Okoye taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show-you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Now Richardson back to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Richardson looking to throw this. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Richardson. That one caught by Rice. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So on now is the punter, Pat McAfee, to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Stroud backed up near his goal line. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's second down.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You've got the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect. But, boy, that was force against force.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've always got to remember that once the ball's in the air, the defender has every right to go after it that a receiver does. And that was a battle for positioning on that play. And in the end, he's able to force the incomplete pass.
22 yards there, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Sheds off the tackle. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
"19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment. But welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box.
He's got a man complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Stroud now. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Stroud. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Puka Nakua, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing.
and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Richardson off the play fake.
Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Richardson able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Sliding out.
Richardson hit it. He fumbles it.
And it's picked up by, look at the big man rumble.
Down to the 10.
And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This taken in right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Richardson looking to throw. Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
There goes Jerry Rice again, racking up catches in bunches. His 1,549 catches, a whopping 224 more than the next closest guy, the great Tony Gonzalez, a terrific tight end.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And Richardson looks to throw once more.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 9.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Carter here with a great effort.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man left side is Gronkowski. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
And Richardson yet again.
Flush to it, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Anthony Richardson.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. That time a 9-play drive. And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Taking it about the 1. And they can't bring him down. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And, oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Puka Nacua with an acrobatic catch. And the Steelers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Sanders on for the extra point. Oh, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point. And this is going to be a delay of game. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now, a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
First and 10, it's Richardson.
He's going to let it fly.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, first and 10. This one deep for Wilson.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MUT. From Southern California, so long, everybody.
just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway in Southern California. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
They go play action with Richardson. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson. A quick throw there is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Richardson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play action. Now Richardson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. On the give, it's Warren. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. A handoff for Warren. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here comes the Rams punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
Tell you what, partner, he might just be a rookie, but he certainly looks the part of a veteran NFL starter, and he carries himself like one leading the offense out there. In a lot of ways, he is advanced as a first-year quarterback, and he came in and was right at home with this offense.
First and 10, it's Stroud.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. So now third and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Again, it's Stroud.
And that will be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Off play action. Richardson
Out to his left.
And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
On the run, it's Warren.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss.
Richardson working from the gun.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's third and long.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. That's caught. Puka Nacua. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, Brandon, if I see a dime look, if I see 6 defensive backs near the goal line, I'm changing to a running play every time.
And they had 6 there. Surprised he didn't audible at the line?
Very much so. I'm going to count on my offensive line in this situation against the lighter defensive backs and try to push it across the end zone that way.
They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Frank Gore taking it in from a yard out.
And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Frank Gore touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. No gain on the play there, second down. Do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys will.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 63 yards.
I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They run with goal out of the shotgun. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Christian McCaffrey punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Richardson to throw off play action. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Second down, here's Richardson. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
They'll run it. Warren. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's Richardson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Stroud out of the gun here. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And this is taken in at the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Garrett Wilson, 67 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Now Richardson.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
And this is going to be incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here comes the Rams punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he'll take it on this side of midfield, powering his way forward. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. That one good for 37 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
On 1st and goal, Gore. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, wherever he is on the field, he is certainly slippery with a football in his hands, and he proved it right there.
And normally moves like that aren't supposed to work this deep in the red zone because there's not enough space. Normally way more effective when you're working out in the open field. But here, incredible shiftiness, excellent contact balance, and he works his way into the end zone.
Sanders now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Frank Gore touchdown run. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Back to the air with Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Warren. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
2nd and 7. Here's Richardson to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Again, it's Richardson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California. teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway.
And he returns this to the 22. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
On the option left, Richardson. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Richardson looking to throw this. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So here are the Steelers backed up to start their initial drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
You almost feel privileged, partner, every time you get to see him run out in the field to start a game, because every game, every snap, you and I both know he has potential to do something special. And that inspires his teammates as well. They know how incredible he is. They want to give max effort as well.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Brevin Jordan.
87 yards. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they... No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash? And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Well, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Henry running right. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Richardson has to get them to the line in a hurry now.
Buying time to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Now Richardson.
And this one is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Flushed up.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it.
And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Stroud to throw it.
He's going to let this one go deep. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Puka Nacua,
58 yards.
And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On first down, Richardson got an open man. It's Pickens.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, CJ.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Oh, a good-looking return setup here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And they'll accept that penalty. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Stroud off the play fake. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Sacked there by Bruce Smith. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Here goes Stroud again. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up the secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it.
And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And this is caught at the 8.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Stroud.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Richardson to the air on first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get your reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 2. Richardson.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Richardson's throw here hauled in by Cup.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And running with power here. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
On first down, it's Gore. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. On the counter, Gore. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it is 42-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They are down big. They have not scored a single point
I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what the battle is. We're going to finish this thing out.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.